Hey, perfect spirit. I'm Sam, and they call me the Miracle Man. Now, let's create that miracle, that transformation in your life right here, right now. No time to delay. So, if you're new to my channel, I talk about getting rid of that head trash, that inner dialogue that says you're not good enough, or the inner dialogue that creates a lot of stress, maybe lots of worry, or maybe perhaps even some confusion. So we can get rid of this, that we all have the power to throw that stuff out and tap into our true self, that perfect spirit, the soul, the consciousness. So this video is for a question that Kelley asked yesterday. She was talking about doubt. And when she welcomes in the feelings of doubt, she says it sort of kind of feels depressing to bring in that feeling, to honor it, if you will. So first of all, let's really discuss what is doubt. So doubt has a few paths that we can explore. So one of the doubts that comes up is from the mind overthinking. Do I choose choice A, B, C? You have these choices in front of you and you don't know which one to choose. You feel like overwhelmed that you're going to make a wrong choice or not make the right choice. That's where that comes from, that type of head trash that creates doubts. Overthinking, then being afraid to make the wrong choice. Another avenue of doubt is you've been taught not to trust yourself, not to believe in you. So the doubt is coming from a story that you don't know what you're talking about. You're not the right person to make this decision. That's where this kind of doubt is coming from. And we need to notice this feeling when it comes up and to explore it. Like if you do explore it, it may feel like depressing because it's low energy. That when you're overwhelmed and you're trying to make this choice and you're in doubt, it is a low energy, or you're in doubt because you don't trust yourself. That's also very low energy, and it feels like you got weights on your shoulders weighing you down, burdens that you're carrying. So the way out of that is to honor that doubt. It's like, oh, I see the doubt is here. But remember, anytime that you're in the mind, the head trash, the stories, the doubt, the trust issues, the overwhelm, you're not here in this moment. And you just can't say snap out of it. If it was all that easy, society would be a completely different place with no doubt, no stress, just confidence. But it is a practice. The more you practice, the more it will no longer hold power over you. And you just notice, oh, I'm feeling doubt. Okay, I'm feeling doubt. What's the story with the doubt? And we don't need to figure out the story. We just have to realize, oh, I'm feeling doubt. I'm feeling these issues. And how do you take the power away from that? By mindfulness practices. Like if you're sitting here right now, are you aware that you're sitting? Are you aware where your feet are? Are you aware of the background? Aware of the screen? Aware of the mouse? It's just bringing yourself back into these sensations, these clues. And that's all that's required, is to bring ourselves back into this moment. It's like there goes doubt, there goes the trust, there goes whatever it may be. Just you don't judge yourself, you don't criticize yourself. You just say, oh, there's the mind thinking. So then you just come back to your feet, your hands, asking yourself, where am I sitting? Where are my feet? All these little clues. But your mind will grow bored of this, because bored is also another story, because the mind's always looking to be entertained. And when you're pulling the mind back into this moment, the mind doesn't want to give up control. That's the big secret. The mind does not want to give up control. It wants you to keep overthinking. It wants to keep you in doubt. And I said this before, the mind doesn't care if you're in pain, if you're suffering. It's a familiar pattern, so it sticks with it. But the way out of doubt, pain, the stories, is to keep coming back into this moment. And all my teachings are not complex. It's very simple because I was fortunate not to have a spiritual teacher to fill me up with rules on how things need to be. Because unfortunately, there are some teachers out there that want you to keep following them around, keep buying their books, keep attending their conferences, keep buying their programs, whatever it may be. They want to keep you on the hook, if you will, like they have some kind of special information. But I'm just very simple. It doesn't be complex. Like all my healing circles that I do now are by donation because there's no sense of lack. That I'm here just to share this divine love, that our essence is divine love, that perfect spirit, the love that's not judgmental, the love that's not criticizing you, the love that's constantly supporting us in each moment, saying yes to all of our desires. So the universe is always saying yes to us. So if we're focused on the doubt, we'll get more doubt. If we're overwhelmed and we focus on the overwhelm, are too busy, that will expand because what you focus on expands. So just notice when you're feeling the doubts, the trust issues, the overwhelm, bring it back to this moment and just realize it's going to be okay, that you can do this. It might not be as quick as snapping the fingers, because your mind's been ingrained in this behavior for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, whatever it may be. But you can always hit, I can start wherever I am doing this mindfulness practice of where are my feet, where are my hands, where am I sitting? Nothing complex, but just it's a patience. Each time you come back, you're putting another gap into the thought stream. The more gaps, the more peace. And once you're at peace, that is the source of transformation. There's no magic wand outside of you. All the magic is within you. When you can learn to recognize the mind and its storytelling mode, creating doubt, stress, worry, fears, whatever it may be, even sickness. I know I made myself very, very sick. I was so stressed out, so overwhelmed, always wondering what's going to go wrong. And it made me very sick. But I got out of that sickness when I learned to be here in this moment. All I was focused on was inner peace, just being at peace on this moment. And I read something recently from Thich Nhat Hanh, this great Buddhist teacher. When he says when life gets hectic or busy, he just reminds himself to focus on his breath. Just see he brings in the calm, exhales the peace, whatever it may be that he is doing, but he focuses on his breath. You can focus on your breath, you can focus on your feet, you can focus on something you're touching, something you're smelling. Just engage your sensations back into this moment. Because anytime you're up in here, you're not in this moment. You're in the story. So I think I beat this topic to death. So just take a moment here and just relax. Allow the eyes to soften. Come back to these words. If the mind starts thinking, come back to these words. Come back to feeling yourself sitting, standing, whatever you may be doing in this moment. Just keep relaxing and realize peace is your true nature. If you're not at peace, then what's the story? And it's a story you do not need to figure out. You don't need to judge it. You don't need to criticize yourself. You just come back. As you open your eyes, maybe stretch and realize, I'm alive. I'm alive. All things are possible. Just enjoy life to the best of your ability. All right, well, take good care of yourself. I will talk to you soon. Please ask questions. Like Kelly, thanks for the question on doubt. If you have any other questions that you want to ask, I'm here. I have 37 years of sick and 10 years of health now. So it's a little surreal being healthy, but I learned so much from all the decades of pain and suffering that I'm here to help you create that miracle, that transformation in your life. You got this. Take good care.